In the last video, realized some of the but some of the thoughts, considerations are not easily sorted through. At least not for me. They may be for you, God knows. But Jesus says the words I speak are not my own. He speaks the word of the Father, including that word there. Those words he was then speaking were the words from the Father for Jesus to speak, not his own words. That he was speaking not of his own will, not of his own. So there's something in the words to be accomplished, as Jesus said, the words that I speak, they are spirit and they are life. And the thing that is to be accomplished is to bring us, as I'm convinced, to see Jesus Christ. To bring us to appreciate, to see, to be single of eye in regards to things, in regards to all things, that it is all to bring us to see the Son of God in his glory. And so God gave Jesus, as a man in the earth, the words to speak that would work that. And Jesus knew and understood that those words were coming at, or would come, at the cost of his very own life. That all was appointed to that end. For Jesus says, as he's approaching his being taken in Jerusalem, Father, what shall I say then? Save me from this hour? No, but it is for this very hour that I have come. And the cup which the Father has given me, shall I not drink it? Even those words are given by the Father to Jesus to say, even those words to be recorded and given, passed down to us. And all for a reason. All for a reason. That the Father would bring men to honor the Son. And Jesus knew, in his doing of what the Father gave him to do, in his speaking of what the Father gave him to speak, it would cost him all of his very own life. But that is where our life is, in all that he gave of himself. And so it is the wisdom of God. While we go about thinking about doing and what have we done and what are we to do, and have we done enough, or doing enough, or not doing enough, that it is all to bring us to see the Son, because that is the Father's delight, to reveal His Son, and to reveal His Son in us. And if we are of Him, this is what is being accomplished. God is revealing not only sonship in us, that we are knowing ourselves to be sons of God, but the Son of God is being revealed in us. As Paul said, when it pleased God to reveal His Son in me. So this is all the work of God the Father through Jesus Christ, to the end of our salvation, which is seeing Jesus and knowing the Father as Jesus sees and knows the Father. And there's a depth to that, in that working, that is marvelous and indescribable, in the sense that it can only be experienced and not explained. The unity of the Spirit, which is ours, being joined in and to God as surely as Jesus Himself is, was, and always is joined to God. And whatever is left in our thinking of what we must do about that is being dealt with, because it is all accomplished by revelation and sight. To see Him is to be changed. We do not work to see Him. We do not do in order to see Him. Any and all things that are consequential to seeing Him are that and those which please God the Father, our Father. And so we learn too, also, that our speaking and our doing is not according to our will. It is not for the sake of our revealing of ourselves in any sense, but that Jesus be revealed and glorified. Again, this is the work of God, that you believe upon Him whom He has sent. When God, in His mercy, presents Jesus to our sight as He is, we are changed from glory to glory. And the fulfillment of this, of which we have the earnest by the Spirit, even some experience, Paul says, when he was confident of his departure and to knowing that there was a crown now laid up for him, he says, but not only for me, but for all those who have loved his appearing. And it is to this appearing that we love and that we anticipate in fullness, that accomplishes all that God desires to accomplish in and for man, to the glory of his Son, in the name of Jesus Christ.